Hey guys, this is Davis from Davis Comic Finds, and I'm coming at you today with another video. I'm a little late on this one. Mr. Rigor just tagged me to do the top 20 covers video, the tag that was going around. I'm a little late. Rig's got another tag going around right now, and I want to try to do that at some point too, but I thought I'd get this one out of the way since I told him I was going to do it. These are in no particular order, and I know you guys are expecting all Spider-Man books, and I purposefully didn't do all Spider-Man books. So I'll start off with a Jack Kirby book, and this one has, you know, special meaning. My first book my first books were from this series that I ever got my hands on. I tore all to pieces when I was small. But Jack Kirby, and I've always liked this cover, Kamandi #1. I always thought that was a cool cover, you know, reminiscent of Planet of the Apes, you know. So I always liked that one. Save that one for last. This is one I've always liked, and I've had this since I was a kid. I bought this off the newsstand when I was a kid, and I'd like to get a better copy of it, and I need to get a better copy of it. But I've always really liked this cover. And it's Silver Surfer 128. I always thought that was cool, you know, Silver Surfer showing his dominance over Spider-Man and Daredevil. I always liked that one. I'm going to have to track one down now. Now that I've seen this book again, I'm going to have to get me a CGC or something, a 9.8. So, I always liked that one. I always liked this book. It's the Wolverine Old Man Logan 66. It's a great series. And I managed to track down all the regular covers. I don't have like all the variants and all the expensive stuff. But I did get a set of the regular ones. So this is issue number 66. Cover A. Try to get the glare off of it. Always liked that one. Had to throw in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I mean anybody my age, I mean, you had the toys, you watched the movie. So I've actually got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 48, and big fan of Casey Jones, so I had to go with the Casey Jones cover. Really like that one. Awesome cover. Modern book I really liked. This is the $3.99 priced one. Really like this book. Really like this cover, and it's the first meeting of the Super Sons, maybe. It's Superman issue number 10, Rebirth. I always really liked that cover too. Didn't think I was going to be able to get a copy of it, but I ran by a Books A Million in Knoxville, Tennessee, and they had some for earlier in the year, so got that one. First of a few Neal Adams covers. I'm a big fan of Neal Adams, terrific artist, and just love this cover. Strange Adventures 207. Love that cover. That cover won an award the year it came out, so for best cover. So all those people can't be wrong. I really like that one. Can't have a top covers list without some George Perez. The obvious choice, Infinity Gauntlet #1. I mean, so much going on. His covers, there's always so much going on and so much detail. So, love that cover. So we're down 2, 4, 6, 7. So here's, again, these are in no particular order. I've got a low grade copy of this. I like to press out that spine roll, but I mean, it's a low grade copy. It is what it is. But Iron Man 128. The Demon in a Bottle, iconic cover right there. Need a better copy of that one too. Another one that I really like, and I like, you know, winter covers, you know, especially Golden Age. And this is Walt Disney Comics Volume 8, Number 3. I actually bought this from Big Bear Comics, I think. But really like that one. Love the like Christmassy type covers from that era. Next up, we finally get some Spider-Man issues. And we'll start off with probably the best Ditko cover. I think Kyle Rowe would agree with me on this one. And that is Amazing Spider-Man number 33. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I mean, that's just iconic. I mean, everybody needs this book in their collection. Next I go with, I have an issue 300, but I prefer issue 301. I prefer the cover of 301 to actually to 300. So there's my, I mean this one's signed by Todd McFarlane. So, but I prefer that over 300. I'll take this one over 300 any day for the cover. Now for the value, yeah, 300, but I just really like that cover. Next up, again, no particular order. I'm just in love with this book still yet. You know, I got it this year, and I mean, and it's a great Ditko cover too. And that's Amazing Spider-Man number 2. Of course, you can see the back cover. Here's the front. I mean, that's a great Vulture cover. I mean, first appearance, very cool. Next up, we have another Neal Adams cover. I just always really like this one, and just the detail. And you got, you know, his big foe, Ra's al Ghul, and that is Batman number 244. And then you have the best, in my opinion, best Neal Adams cover with Batman issue number 227. Again, I've got the invisible backer board. They seem to be working really well. Trying to get some glare off there. Next up, we get to some slab books. Really like this book. I was really happy to get it. I mean, it's a cover and art by Dick Sprang. Detective Comics number 104. And you gotta love the old school ties. Try to get as much glare off as I can. Next up, I got another modern book, and I just really love this cover, and I got a great deal on this slab, so I couldn't pass it up. And of course, it's got Kraven on it, and it's New Avengers number 10, and Mike Deodato and Howard Chaykin art. The cover is by Mike Deodato. That's one I wouldn't mind having signed. But I mean, you got Sabretooth, you got Kraven, you got Dum Dum Dugan, you got Dominique Fortune, Ulysses Bloodstone, and then Namora on that cover. Great cover. Next up, we probably got my favorite Kraven. Well, it is my favorite Kraven cover. This is issue number 47 of Amazing Spider-Man. Just always love that cover. Great John Romita art right there. But this right here is the big book, the big Romita book. Well, I don't know. These next two are pretty big Romita books. I mean, he did the cover on both of them. He had some help from Gil Kane on the next one, but Amazing Spider-Man number 50. It's hard to see, like glare, but it's a great, great John Romita cover. And one of my favorites. And last but not least is a book that probably should be higher grade than it is. If it had a pressing and a cleaning, I think I could get a higher grade on it. But it is issue number 129 of Amazing Spider-Man, first appearance of the Punisher. And you gotta love that cover. I mean, that's an awesome cover. Punisher getting his sights on Spider-Man. I mean, this is a great copy of it. I mean, again, I think if I did a pressing and a cleaning, I think it'd be higher grade. I might have to do that sometime. But yeah, great cover. So that's 19 of them. My last one. Now this is an awesome book. Everyone should have a copy of this. And it's a Neal Adams cover. So I'll give you a few minutes to guess what it is. The Hall of Justice might be able to guess what it is. Escape Man. I mean, check that out. Neal Adams art. A guy in like short shorts, short blue jean shorts, long blonde hair, on roller skates. I mean, what else could you ask for in a comic? If you don't have this, pick it up, give it a read, check it out. So, that's my top 20. The last one's kind of a joke. If you hadn't figured that out, I'm sure you did. And it changes from day to day. My top 20 changes. So tomorrow I'm sure it'd be different than this today. But those are my top 20 for today. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you've not done the top 20 tag yet, just take the time, pull out 20 books, and go for it because we want to see what you've got and what your favorites are. And I mean, somebody might say, hey, they like those books. I've got this book sitting here that I want to send to them. It could happen. It could happen. A lot of people in the community are always looking to help somebody out with their collection. So, but anyways, hope you enjoyed it. And as always, have a great rest of the day.